Open Cellar weekend, 17th and 18th of June.
100 miles, 100 miles. If you hear the whistle blow, 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles from my home. 500 miles, 500 miles, 500 miles, 500 miles. Lord, I'm 500 miles from my home. Not a shirt on my back, not a penny to my name. Lord, I can't go back home this away. This away, this away, this away, this away. Lord, I can't go back home this away. If you miss the train I'm on, you know that I am gone. If you hear the whistle blow, 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. If you hear the whistle blow, 100 miles. If you miss the train I'm on, you know that I am gone. If you hear the whistle blow, 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. If you hear the whistle blow, 100 miles. Thank you. That was a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. Sometimes I feel like I'm misunderstood. Then I wake up to myself when the truth it finally comes. And where are you? And where are you tonight? I look for you in the same streets where I have loved, I have begged. And where are you? And where are you tonight? My shoes have forgotten how to dance. My winter coat is failing me. My hands are too cold to hide my face. And where are you? And where are you tonight? I'm still holding on to my thoughts of you, finding your face in a crowded room. Oh, and where are you? And where are you? And where are you tonight? So why don't you come on? Why don't you come home? Why don't you come home? Where are you tonight?
Nice.
When the wind is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. Know that from the moment that we met, there's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, go crawling along the avenue. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Storms are raging on the rolling seas and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free, and you ain't seen nothing like me yet. I can make you happy, make your dreams come true, go to the ends of the earth for you. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Thank you. It was down by Christ Church that I first met with Annie, a neat little girl and not a bit shy. She told me her father, who came from Dungannon, take her back home in the slow by and by. What's it to any man, whether or no, whether I'm easy or whether I'm true? And she lifted her petticoat easy and slow, and I rolled up my sleeves for to buckle her shoe. all along Thomas Street and down to the Liffey. The sun it had gone and the evening grew dark. All along Kingsbridge and be gone in a jiffy. My arms were around her beyond in the park. And what's it to any man, whether or no, whether I'm easy or whether I'm true? And she lifted her petticoat easy and slow, and I roll up my sleeves for the buckle her shoe. For city or country, the girl is a jewel, well made for gripping, the most of them are. But any young man, he's really a fool if he thinks at first time he can go a bit far. And what's it to any man, whether or no, whether I'm easy or whether I'm true? And she lifted her petticoat easy and slow, and I roll up my sleeves for the buckle her shoe. Now if you go to the town of Dungannon, you can search till your eyes they are weary and blind. Be it lying or walking, or sitting or running, a lassie like Annie you never will find. And what's it to any man, whether or no, whether I'm easy or whether I'm true? And she lifted her petticoat easy and slow, and I roll up my sleeves for the buckle her shoe. And what's it to any man, whether or no, whether I'm easy or whether I'm true? As she lifted her petticoat easy and slow, and I roll up my sleeves for to buckle her shoe. It's cold where you are, and I can't hold you, and you can't see the stars from your hotel room. And the underground has its own sound, stopping all stations to Waterloo. You call me up, you say how you are. It's 5 o'clock and it's dark in London, and the sky is black like a taxi cab. Cold hands in a hot chip bag. And I'm missing you in London. I wanna be with you in London. And I'm missing you in London. I wanna be with you in London. You talk to me from the Rose and Crown in Parsons Green, next to the underground. And if Burroughs still works there, she'd be other than the queen. She served me when I was 16. And I'm missing you in London. I wanna be with you in London. And I'm missing you in London. I wanna be with you in London. I know the end has come soon. I see rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of raging room. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the right. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the right. Hope you have got your shits together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Slight worry from stormy weather. One I have taken for a ride. Well, don't go around tonight, but it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the right. Don't go around tonight, but it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the right. Bad moon on the right. Bad moon on the right.
That was great.
Thank you. Cheers.